like I said, I'm going to make a guitar cabinet, and I'm going to start it today. Woo! Now, this is the timber, 8 lengths at 800mm, 4 lengths at 600mm. Hopefully that'll be enough. What I've done is I've clamped a bit of timber to the workbench so that the amp's going to be about 300mm deep. So these are 150mm each, so 2 of these together should make 300mm. So I've clamped this here. I'm going to mark out where I'm going to biscuit joint the whole thing. So I'm going to mark out where that's going to go, and hopefully it won't be terrible. Five biscuits in each side. That's just the number I've chosen. Roughly equally spaced, doesn't really matter, they won't be seen. So yeah, I'm just going to make sure they're square, using a square, and hopefully it'll be good. Well, I saw the Meranti's got the cuts in for the biscuits. These are the biscuits, yummy. So what you do is that's the slot it cuts, and you get your biscuit and you push it in there. I'm only doing a little dry test, I'm not going to hammer it in yet because you've got to glue it, and they swell up, makes a nice fixing. If you're interested, my biscuit jointer is Erbauer. I've only used it twice. Surprisingly good. So let's see how this goes. This is the front part of the amp that the speakers are going, and my clamps aren't big enough, so I've come up with this contraption. Bent it up against an old bit of kitchen worktop, put some bits of wood on top so they don't get marked, and put some weights on it. Hopefully it'll work. It's not the tightest joint though, not ideal. Well, this is the bit that goes inside the amp that the speakers sit in, so I'm just going to make sure it's square. It's going to keep the cabinet square, so got a big square, let's do it. All the bits of cabinet need to be square, so I'm going to make sure one end's square, then I can measure back off of it. This unit's going to be 740mm by about 580mm. That's about 29 inches by 23 inches. So now I've got one square end, got the saw set up square, and measure back from that and get the top, bottom and sides cut. Just going to give it a bit of a sanding before I put it together to get all the glue residue off. And where I had a bit of timber in a carrier bag across the back, clamped on to keep it all straight, the colour from the carrier bag seems to have transferred, so I'm just trying to get rid of a bit of that. that's all sanded, I'm going to use a biscuit jointer to put some biscuits into it. I'm going to do them at 60mm centres from each end and one right in the middle. I don't know if you build amp cabinets with biscuits, but that's how I'm going to do it, so it'll be fine. Ready for biscuits. Okay, so I forgot to press record. I'll just put it together. So what I want to do is move it to the studio, put a load of weights on it so it all squishes down and stays there, because I don't have any clamps big enough. I'm also going to clamp a square to it so it keeps it nice and square. That's how to build a speaker cabinet shell. I've left it to dry for 24 hours so that the glue can set properly and all the joints are nice and strong. If you'd like information on the tools I've used to build the speaker cabinet, I've put links in the description. And watch part 2 because you get to see how I frame up the front of the cabinet and give it a load more strength. So like, subscribe, and please leave some comments.